Are we live now? Let's see. Do I see the chat? There is a chat test. Let's see. Okay, I have to turn this off. Test. Let's see, Twitter, X. So welcome to my live stream. I've just enabled chat. Okay, what is this? The system capture. Okay, I don't see the chat. If I connect on the iPad, it goes full screen. That looks like this. Okay, I don't see the. So I have the full screen on the iPad, but I don't see the chat interface. But on the iPhone, I see live chat below it. Bit weird, the whole thing. Oh, let's see if it's on the screen. X.com. There should be some sort of chat interface. Here's a chat on the side. Pop out chat. So I can put the chat somewhere. That's my test. All right. Okay, let's get cracking. So to just show it once more time, we're live on Twitch, on X, and on YouTube. And today's topic is going to be this. Yeah, and I made this with ChatGPT. I gave it a still from my prior videos, and what's all the rage at the moment is Studio Ghibli style. So I asked it to make me a cooking show Swift programming mashup and do it in Studio Ghibli style. And if you compare this to how it actually looks here, yeah, you see at the back here are the two images and these shelves here, and uh, it very nicely captured all of that. Yeah, so you've got the Apple logo on my chest, and you've got the me holding a MacBook. So quite a funny thing here. All right, so let's get started. Yeah. If at any time you feel the need to ask a question, please do so. I've got all three chats open, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Today's topic, as I said, is going to be I've polished up Swift Mail and Swift MCP, and now we come to getting these two together. Yeah, so I'm going to the result I want to have in 1 or 2 hours is that I can ask like Cursor or ChatGPT, what are my latest emails or maybe unread emails, and to give me a summary. That would be really awesome if we could do that. So here's my screen. Yeah. Yesterday I've been I was working on, let's put this chat over here as well. let me show you what I have so far. Here's my Xcode. Uh, so the idea for this app is essentially I want to have an API for myself, for the things that I have on my computer. Yeah. So that if I'm not on my computer, I still can get to certain things. Yeah. And so far that looks like this. This, by the way, it uses so far Swift Mail and Swift MCP, and I have a keychain wrapper. It's quite an old one, but still I can use it from Swift. Maybe at some point I have to rewrite this. But this is how it looks at the moment. So we have a general section where I have my MCP server and I can set it a port, I can start it. And now it's serving on this port. And the other thing is I have notifications authorized. And what this allows me to do, let me just quickly show it off. I've got somewhere, here's the this is running the model context protocol inspector. And that gives me yet another address to connect to. And that's in this case, it's a bit annoying with multiple screens. I want to show this. So here we can connect, and this server so far has one tool, send notification. And so I can have it a title, subtitle, the action. This interface doesn't have support for enums yet, but I've got two enums here, and so actually that's something I recently implemented. So the action has the enum no action or open cursor app. And the idea here is if I get a local notification, say from cursor, and cursor is done with something and I want to open it. So this also has the option. So if I run this now, you see that I should be getting tool success. Okay, I have do not disturb on. So for that to work, I need to disable do not disturb. And why is it not? It says success. Aha, yes. I want to have it pop up like that. So run. Ah, come on. I don't want it to group it right now. Normally it would open up this message that I just sent, and then I can click on opening cursor, and what it would do is actually open the cursor up. But apparently that's somehow broken at the moment. I want to run it again, and this I want notification settings. I want this as an alert. And so try it again. Yeah, somehow my thing now wants to not show me the notifications. Yeah. Well, the point is normally it would show up a notification. If you click on the tool, then it launches the cursor tool. So to show it in cursor, there is cursor here. And let's say if I open one of the recent projects, Swift MCP say, send me, well, actually check if I have this. Well, this is active, yeah. send me a notification summary opening cursor. So it's not generating the MCP tool call. Yeah, see here's a title, subtitle, body, and an action. And it sent it, but my Mac doesn't want to show it at the moment. So it's here grouped. Yeah, you see it can open it up. It added some icons, documentation complete, supported, blah blah blah, and then I have opening cursor, and that puts this app back into the front. Let me just show you how I did that. So I have this notification handler that registers two different notification action categories, one with no action and one with opening cursor. And then it has this function title, body, subtitle, action that constructs the notification, gives it the right category, and at the end adds it to the notification center for immediate delivery. And the app delegate has a notification where if you tap on the button of the notification, you get a what's it called, an event. And I have this somewhere here. So I've got my SwiftUI app has a application delegate adapter so that this gets the user notification center message here, and that handles, well, gives the response to my notification handler. And this notification handler would then just, if the action identifies open cursor, activate cursor. And this is essentially getting from NS running applications, the cursor bundle identifier I looked up is this one. And it's, if it's running, it activates it, and if not, it gets from the bundle identifier the URL for the app, and then it launches that. And that's how I activate the cursor app. And so what I can do is basically telling it anytime when it's done, then send me a notification and have run in the background. And when it's done, I get this notification. One thing that I have to still figure out is this grouping of notifications. Yeah, why is it all bunched up here showing notification center? Maybe I don't want it in the notification center. Show notifications, notification grouping off, haha. And doesn't need to summarize it. Let's see if that improves the situation. Run. Nothing, nada. Why? It thinks I don't want to be disturbed here for whatever reason. If I don't screen share this all, it comes up here, and then you can click on it and it does that. So okay, so that's the notification part. The other part, here's the app. So I was working yesterday on this. Yeah, and it's like a good cook. Yeah, I've prepared the ingredient that I can store these credentials. So I have that. Let me show you code. People always want to see code. I've got the email settings dialog here as a preview. And it has a view state, email settings state, that has just an IMAP and an SMTP mail credentials, and mail credentials is again an observable object that has username password server port, and this has a function to load it from the keychain and to write it from the keychain. And what I'm doing is uh, every time any of these fields changes, yeah, I just call save to keychain. Um, Maybe there's a more elegant way to do that, uh, but that's how I found it to be working. One thing I might like to do in the future is to actually have this sort of as a form, and then you say save, and then it tests it, so that I don't save all the time, because right now in any letter you save, it it saves it to the keychain. And the last thing I did yesterday, I added this test button. So what this test button does is very neat. It has uh, the mail credentials has a test connection function, and if it's the IMAP service, then it creates an IMAP server. This is from Swift Mail. Uh, Tries to connect. If it can't connect, shows a connect failed. It tries to log in, and if that doesn't work, gives an authentication failed. I had to do it like that because unfortunately the messages from coming from internally are still a bit weird. So I have to clean that up in Swift Mail to have a proper connection failed, or maybe get out the connection failed reason even from the message. But what you can do is you can test it, and if it works, you have got the green check mark. Yeah. And to prove if it doesn't work, like if I have an incorrect uh, authentication, it says authentication failed. Yeah. So test both for SMTP and for IMAP. And the thing that I did yesterday also was uh, that I found that I had a differently named function for the SMTP server. It was called authenticate, but since I want the same API, I changed it also to uh, login. Yeah. So this is now called login. All right. So what shall we do next? Well, if there is, we already have our uh, MCP server class. I called it API server. So what this should have is we'll do here a section notifications, and here do a section email, and we want MCP tool. Huh. Not, we don't want to send emails just yet. We want a function to uh, what would we call it? Any suggestions? Maybe get inbox, retrieve, or list mailboxes, list mailboxes. And so mailbox manager. So, and yeah, well, so that we have somebody to talk with, like we have this notification handler here, and I don't want all the code for the email handling to be messing up this API server. So what I'll do is here in models, new folder, email, and let's have a new empty file. Call it email handler, and it can be an actor. And this obviously needs to have uh, a way to, for any operation, I want to have a connection. The question is, would I want to connect and authenticate every time? Maybe I would want that. Maybe I would want that. So let's have a SMTP server, and we want to import Swift mail for that. SMTP server would be an SMTP server, and it would create a fresh one. Let server equals SMTP server. Host port we need. So those, sorry, um, we should get them freshly from the keychain. I've got my mail credentials. So I could also take this. I don't need to observe it. I just want to create it and read it from the keychain. So actually, let's have cursor help us out here. Open recent. We would like that to have more space. Here in the email handler, make a convar that gives me a new SMTP and a new mail server rather. Oh no, SMTP. No, actually, I'm a server using the mail credentials freshly loaded from keychain. And to show it how to load it, look in the code how to get the right credentials. So essentially, I've got this somewhere in the code. Let's see if it gets it right. So the idea is mail credentials for service. Mail credential for service, possibly, yeah. Yeah, looks good. Fatal error. Maybe not. Don't do a fatal error. Don't do a fatal error. Rather, add exceptions for if something is missing analog to. I've got this main potentials testing function. So I'm imagining, so my API server would then basically just say list mailboxes of my email handler, and the list mailboxes would first get the a fresh connection that's also authenticated to the IMAP server, and then would perform the list mailboxes, and the result of that it would return. That's all. And this way, if mail is not set up or doesn't authenticate, I would get an error, and we have the ability to throw this error, and then that's what the client would see. It would get IMAP server not authenticated or something of that sort. So let's see what it came up with. So I've got my IMAP server. Get throws, interesting. So get throws, I've seen that for the first time. IMAP server, that's wrong. Please look at email credentials, and we've got the test function somewhere. Not forget the test connection. Can I add to chat? Please look at this. Do it like that. Difficulty with the formatting. Okay, doesn't do it. So I have to be more. Do it like that. Ah, I see. You want me to add the connection authentication test in the test connection method. I'll yeah, so it needs to check first if it's got the information necessary in the keychain. So we need all of those. Then it creates the IMAP server. It tries to connect to it. It tries to log in. And now we are fully authenticated and the server is ready to go. So, as I said previously, I prefer to do my editing in Xcode. So this is Mark help us. And we want a function to connect to from the API server, list mailboxes, async throws. So we get let server equals try. Is it an await? Yeah, it's an await. And is it? It's get async throws. Yeah. Try await a web server. All right. So what can we do here? We could list. There's a list mailboxes function that returns mailbox.info. Let mailboxes equals and we just want the name. The mailbox info is essentially some attributes. If it's something special, try await, put breakpoint here for testing. And now this just needs to return, and we need a email handler, return email handler list mailboxes. No, this doesn't exist. Try await. Missing a description. Ah, okay, that's from my tool. So we could just steal some documentation for our purposes. So that's about it. Relaunch. And we start a server. That's all set up. And just do a breakpoint here. So this can get a new list of tools. Now we have a list mailboxes. Lists all. It's a bit long. The description. Maybe we'll do that. What happens if I do it like so? I think, am I just using the first line then? Clear list tools. Connect list tools. What's wrong? Did I not start the server? I didn't start the server. All right, list tools, connect list tools. So no, it joins everything up. And I don't have the attributes and hierarchy information. So lists all available mailboxes on the server by name. One thing we could do is essentially return a struct that has more information, like the name and the purpose, if it has a special purpose. But we just want to get this initially working, and then we can refine it. So that's a bit more. List all available mailboxes served by name, and if we run it, haha, here's our breakpoint. And we go. What did it do? Request timed out. I took too long. So let's try that again. Can't have it pause long. Server address is required. Why did it not? I think it's getting the credentials wrong. Because this is actually the name of the service. Email handler. The name of the service is basically under which it is saved in the keychain. Yeah, that's this and this. This is from just now. This is wrong. This is the one from yesterday, which is the correct one. Try again. Clear list. Connect. Ah, oh, did it already? Oh, do something. List. List mailboxes. Run. Ha! Ha! Hoi Rico! Let me do my whoa reaction. So we do have our result here in tools list, not tools list, in tools call for list mailboxes. We got our content, and I've got my Gmail connected. So you have drafts, inbox, sent messages, all mail, drafts, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Uh, yeah, that works to get the list of the mailboxes. Do we, I think at this point, we should also see what other information there is. If I list the mailboxes here, then my breakpoint occurs. PO mailboxes. Dealing with the spam. It does not give me this. It has no children, has no children. Because I think maybe we combine this with let's special mailboxes. Try await. Special mailboxes also gives me mailbox info. And I wonder, because why would I not see the other attributes? List special use mailboxes does a different command on the server. Capability special use if it's supported. And there are these attributes as special use. I wonder if there's a way to get the normal special boxes. It has some raw value here. It's not properly decoded, I think. PU. Special. Here it has these attributes listed. I want the slash drafts. You know what I would like to be able to do is return a list of all the mailboxes, and the ones that have a special use to then uh, give give that. So it would say Gmail drafts is the name, and special use drafts. And if it doesn't have that, uh, it could just be like archive or something. Do we have archive? Trash. I don't see an archive box on my Gmail. Mm, okay. Do this on the server. Return. Aha. There's a special use return option. I can't edit this here. So this API isn't so good yet because I'm using. No, actually, this is my own. This is my own attributes. So I need some form of. Okay. Init from attributes. The thing, if you implement stuff like that, you see when actually using this API where there are these cases where you have to jump through extra hoops to get certain information, yeah, and then it's a good idea to actually have some form of convenience uh, to uh, deal with that. So list special. So I want a struct mailbox, and it should be codable, and it should have a name, and it should have special use, and let's see if Cursor can do that for us. Email handler. Implement an init with Swift mails. What do you call get back mailbox.info, where it adds the special use to the special use string, if any. So what I wanted to do is I want to just have a map here where I pass in the mailbox info for any mailbox, and then it would look at the attributes. Has prefix. No, that I don't think that works because uh, the attributes is an option set. I would rather give it the whole thing. What I wanted to do is essentially to go through these flags, and if the flag is set for certain attribute, then put it into the special use field. Uh, Special uses. Yeah, something like that. And what I'm doing here, custom, I think I wanted Swift Mail to actually have the mailbox info. So this flag that these flags have a string representation, maybe. Special use. Yeah. So I can do let books special mailboxes map with mailbox init info dollar. Return mbx, and this would return an array of mailbox, and our API server would also return an array of mailbox. Cannot find the type. Yeah, because the type is here in the handler, so we need to get this out of here, and we'll make a new one. And of course we need Swift mail as well. All right. Oh, cursor, fix my errors. Why is that? Ah, yeah, the map needs a curly bracket. What did it do? What did it do? Okay. That's a classical problem I have uh, with cursor. Yeah, I just move this thing somewhere else, and it keeps wanting to edit. Yeah, and here's what I said: it needs the curly thing. I want this to be in a new file. Import Swift mail. Do I need foundation in that case? There's mailbox 2. No, I don't want the mailbox 2. Move to trash. Just mailbox. And we're good. So restart the server and list the mailbox. See, we're getting a text that has API mailbox name. We've got too many of these backslashes. I don't like that in particular. But let's see what special use optional chunk. Now we need to encode that as a proper JSON string. Uh, although I wonder why it didn't do that, because it is codable. There's something I haven't tested before. Um, returning structs, codable structs. Let's see what's going on in source, in transport, in there is the loop, handle RPC request. It handles the request, and then it so my response is an array of any codable, and it does create a JSON string. But am I happy with this? Well, I guess if it's a JSON string, it needs to have this backslash something. But what's weird is this optional. Yeah. Maybe I need an override. Response string any codable. Where does the any codable come from? Handle request. So we need to find, we had to have a look at Swift MCP. Why does the JSON like this? I don't understand why it adds the optional in the also. The handle request. Ah, response result. The reason is I'm creating these JSON RPC messages as response. And here I have another wrapping step that I would actually not want to have. Yeah. What would be better is to have also the tool call return codable, and if it and be throwing, so that if there's an error, this wrapping happens outside at the very last point with this any codable, so that I get clean JSON RPC data. So I'll make myself a GitHub issue for that. Uh, handle tool call to be async throwing and returning codable. I think that would be better. But that's odd. What do I have here? Result text. Call tool. And here it turns it into a string. And so this result that's in protocols MCP server. Course. Improve returning codable struct from core. Currently, there's some weirdness going on when the return from a tool call is a codable struct. This causes structs to be represented with their description also showing optional and not doing any proper encoding with over. Schotten, like so aus. EG. The desired output would be for this to be proper JSON encoded by the structs encodable. Yeah, so what we learned from this at the moment is there is some unfortunately weirdness. Yeah, so what I want to implement for that is to get rid of all of that and just have the tool call return the codable. And then if that gets encoded into a JSON string, then in that case, first of all, it wouldn't uh, encode an empty field like that, special use, yeah, and it wouldn't show this optional. So one way to around that at the moment is to actually have it return a string. And also this, just have a string. So, and we have let array equals this, and JSON, we encode it. JSON encoder is part of foundation. And now we want the string again. And this is what we return, JSON string. And actually, since we are making a string, we want it pretty printed. Encoder. And this is sort of what I would actually want my MCP server to do for me. Do I have multiple now? Yeah, I've got two running now. That's confusing. Okay, we again have this stupid turn on shield mode. Pin it and delete it. All right. Oh, good. No questions in the chat so far, so continue. Actually, sorry, I need to step out for it. So I'm back. Uh, let's get back to business. So this is now creating a string, and we wanted to know version running of this. Start the server again, and no, not this one. Window, I want the I wonder why. If I have to make show all windows, then I have only this. Back here, localhost. Pause. Connected list. List tools. List mailboxes run. Okay, now I get a string that says draft is draft, send is send, spam and so on and so forth, inbox. And so number one, I want to get rid of these slashes. Yeah. Just erase or replace or. All right. So number two, I've got my special list boxes, and let all mailboxes equals try await server list mailboxes. And I want to join this up. So we go back to file recent PI. Handler. Merge these two arrays so that each mailbox only occurs once. So I want to end up with a list of mailboxes. The special ones should be specially marked, but you should see all mailboxes that you can see. So I'll special mailbox info. This, I think this can be done better. You can do that more elegantly. First, actually, I can do manually more elegantly. So I want, can I would want to, can I make this identifiable such that if I add it into a, hmm, actually, let's try what happens if I do this right away. Because I would like to know if I really don't get the special use flags in the normal ones. Okay, I haven't started the server apparently. Or I've broken, okay. Oops. PO boxes. So here they have special use nil. Um, so I'm going to filter the ones where they're not in special mailboxes. Fix this. Let's use ChatGPT Xcode integration for once. Apply. So I'm getting all the mailboxes. I'm converting them into our own mailboxes. And then I filter out the ones that, let's do this anonymously, where special mailboxes doesn't contain the name. No. Let's leave it how it is. I think that works. And should we sort it? It's inbox. Sorted by name. Go. Start. Connect. List. List. Run. So we've got draft, special use inbox, Word. Again, drafts, no special use, inbox, special use inbox. Name, send messages. So I've got an extra send messages folder. And then I have my Google send mail special. I have junk, special used flagged, trash. So I've got, I need to see how this looks in Gmail. I've got, do I have like a, I've got sent, scheduled less. I don't even see that categories. I see sent, but I don't see this other sent. Drafts. So, and I do have two drafts. So I don't know why it gives me these drafts when I actually have a drafts. But let's ask. Gmail when asked via email gives me these mailboxes. Why is there a draft and then a Gmail? I think there's a Gmail drafts as well, is there? Gmail drafts. Drafts is a user-generated folder or a legacy folder possibly created by an email client. It doesn't have a special use flag. Probably. Okay, so either I created it or there's some legacy thing, because there's also a send messages, and then there's send mail. Okay, but what we could do already at this point is since we are connected here, list mailboxes, can say, what mailboxes do you have access to? It calls my tool, standard mailboxes, and Gmail specific folders. So standard mailboxes. Okay, these seem to be IMAP standard or something. And then Gmail has the special ones. Some of these mailboxes have special uses designed. The inbox is made for primary, Gmail drafts is marked for drafts, is marked for send messages, and so on. This appears to be connected to Gmail account as evidenced by the Gmail folder structure. Would you like to perform any operations with these mailboxes? Okay, so this is a good point. If we have it running, to uh, to do a checkpoint, I call it. If what I've been working on so far has worked nicely. So now next we want to be able to get the contents of one such mailbox. And so we do in my API server, we do an MCP tool func. It's called in my IMAP server. We want to have fetch headers, fetch message, fetch headers. We can either just get the headers from the mailbox, or we can search for, say, unread. It's just get all there is. I don't have so much in my inbox. Func retrieve messages from mailbox string. So then second function. Should be, I think, throws. So in this case, what we need is a server. We're logged in already. So what we do, if we want to get the messages, we need to first select it. Select mailbox. Try await. Why? Aha. Let status. And the status gives us how many messages, how many unseen, and so on and so forth. Available flags. And let's say I've got this convenience function here. Status, the latest, let's say 10. And I have to look it up in my MC Swift mail demo. We'll do that there. I've selected it and by fetching. Let's do 15. So I'm first mailbox status. So this latest gives me the sequence numbers, yeah, because it always IMAP works for the most part with sequence numbers. So you select the message at the mailbox, and then it tells you, I've got numbers 1 through X. Which do you want to get? Yeah, and so messages using. So this is the messages, and this is actually supposed to be in the name of the mailbox, and not print but return. And actually we should do that as an enum. So I use what I already have. Authentication failed, mail error. I could do is it not actually it's not an error if I can't get any result. So in that case, we just say no messages found. And otherwise, we want to create a string of the messages is now message. And I do I have a debug description? Custom debug string convertible. Use that for now. Let descriptions equal messages map $known or just description email subject from. Description. Let's just do the I want the debug description. Email from two flags. Do I have some contents? Well, let's worry about contents later. Just want to get this. So I take the debug description and return descriptions. Join with a separator. Let's do a line between them. Retrieve messages and so on. Async throws. Missing a description. I have. Retrieves the messages from a mailbox specified by name minus param mailbox, the name of the mailbox, returns. Well, actually returns isn't used. Well, it is used in the OpenID one. Returns the message headers. I actually can then say the limit also, but why? I have a description. Mhm. So retrieve messages. I want messages from inbox. Why is that not? Ah, yes. It just takes a bit. And let's say I want to limit it. Limit default 10. To improve documentation comments. Eh, what? No, wrong. No, 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 no. Undo everything. Juk. That's the wrong one. Don't save. I want the API me. Code base not indexed yet. Now, where did he put it again? Where did he put it? MCP. Ah, put it. But this is what I had. 1, 2. Aha, there's a problem with quotes. Meh. The name of the mailbox, e.g. I've already fixed it. It's still the old version that has the quote or something here. Can I convince you to run the macro again, please? Okay, when issue. New issue for GitHub. Handle single double quotes in documentation comments. Right now, if there are any kind of quotes in documentation that causes issues. So does it? No, it builds. So run, start the server, and test the server. Name of the mailbox, inbox. That's what happens if I give it a wrong name. Select mailbox failed, no, non-existent, unknown mailbox. Okay. Inbox. And it should, yeah, to result error. Otherwise, here's my result. And now summarize the latest emails in my inbox. So it remembered that I've got the inbox folder, so it knew it was the uppercase one. Most of the emails from notification services and include what appears to be a test email. Please give me the TLDR for the latest 100 emails. So it knows from the function to put a higher limit, and so it'll retrieve those. So it grouped it. Channel has new content, unscripted, together AI, new chat, test email, Quora activity, marketing ads. Interesting. Email retrieval is limited to showing mails from March to, yeah, but I have nothing more in the inbox. Let's see. What do I have in? Eh. So this is my inbox. This is start, nothing important. Do you have drafts? No. Nothing really there. Now the one thing here is right now, do I actually show any text for the emails? Because my debug description doesn't actually have. So what I want to do is I've got this. Okay, I can change it here. We'll do a local helper. Description for MCP. For a message that has the useful information for an LM. Prefer the plain text version of the body if it exists. So there's truncated. There is no truncated. Truncated. We need a truncated function. Formatted for display. Hmm. Nope. The errors. Parts. Should have actually looked it up itself. Nobody in the chat. All right, do we have a solution? Houston, we have a solution. So we go back to our local host, inspector, connector, tools, oops, and we check the messages from the inbox. Not too. Okay. I don't see any bodies. Ah, and the reason is, of course, I'm not using the new function yet. This is exactly what I was for. Description for MCP I want. Connect. Request connection problems. Connect tools list. Retrieve inbox. All of them. So, trending stories. There's a picture of my mom reading. Okay, now there's a lot of text. Yeah? Let's see if cursor can now do something better. Oh, give me the TLDR for my whole inbox. So that works quite nice. It's just the problem that it's a bit, there's no quick way for it to get uh, to know how to get everything. So maybe I could say 100. What is that? I heard a noise. I could just say, let's increase that to 100. Default is 100. Oh, one other thing that might be interesting is to actually get only the unread ones. Let's actually implement that. So we have this working. So it's a checkpoint. We want to retrieve unread emails, retrieves unread messages or unread messages. So will not have a limit. So we're going to retrieve unread messages. Retrieve unread messages. And the way to get the unread messages is to first select the mailbox and then say let identifiers equals message identifier set of UID. So that this way I'm telling you Swift Mail to get the IDs. So try await server search, and the criteria is unseen. Then I have the identifiers. If not identifiers is empty, no unread messages found, and we call this to just messages set. Let's see if that works. Mailbox status. We'll turn it on. We'll connect, clear, we list. Somehow we have a problem connecting, listing. All right, so retrieve unread messages from inbox. So we found unread messages. So summarize my unread messages, please. Actually, did it already? Let's just check the MCP. No, it has this. Okay. Summarize my unread messages, please. Retrieve unread messages, MCP tool for the mailbox inbox. What's this result? Ah, it's already put the result in here. No, that's it. So I said I'm going to have the live stream until now, 12 o'clock. We set out to achieve that we implement the retrieve messages and the list of the mailboxes And so we did. Yeah. So I showed you how to query those from uh, Swift Swift Mail and to serve them to, uh, in this case, Cursor via Swift MCP. And there are some kinks to work out, to iron out. Yeah, I found two issues that I need to fix in Swift MCP, and maybe some convenience function that I could create for retrieving the mailboxes and finding the ones that are actually the special used ones that might be uh, that could be better from the usability. But apart from that, I'm quite happy that we can uh, achieve what I showed here, to have um, an AI assistant read your messages and to summarize them. And actually, what we could do, yeah, bonus content um, for anybody who's still here. We could do that with, well, okay, no, actually, let's do that another time. The whole thing would also work via OpenAI and a custom GPT. Yeah, so there you have it. Thank you for watching me for 2 hours and getting work done, and hope you join me when we do this.